What is up, YouTube? Today we're over at Fury Motors in Stillwater. This is Andrew. I'm going to give you a tour around the brand new 2018 Wrangler JL. Give you some general reaction as well as an in-depth tour. First off, we'll take a look at the door, the new stitching, one of my favorite features of the vehicle. The seats, very comfortable, and the whole interior to me feels more luxurious than the old JK Wranglers, and for that I'm grateful. Jeep really needed an update, in my opinion, on that aspect, and I think they really delivered it with the new JL. Take a look at the gauges, the infotainment system. I love what they did with the shift knob. It feels really nice when you shift from park into drive, as well as this vehicle is now offered with an 8-speed automatic transmission, which seems to deliver the power quite a bit better than the old automatic transmissions in the JK. Take a look at the gauges, the infotainment. It's got the Uconnect system with the 8-inch touchscreen. Huge fan of the Uconnect system. I think it's really user-friendly. It's easy to use for first-time users. AM, FM, Sirius satellite radio. Kind of like the old Wrangler. That's nothing new on that aspect, although it is a little bit redesigned aesthetically on the screen. As well as you now have 3 different settings for your heated seat. Yeah, they added a medium setting. This also has a heated wheel on it. So those are really comfortable features. I like that for Minnesota winters. They also have the app screen. Plenty of different apps to play around with. Some driver and passenger heated seat buttons for quick access to that. You got a backup camera button, app manager, Wi-Fi hotspot, all kinds of different things. Yeah, so we'll take a look at the backup camera. Super high resolution. The screen enables it to be very high resolution. The old Wrangler didn't have anything like that, so that was a big update for the JL. Got a few other features in the apps menu. Controls, navigation. This one has navigation, which is not available on all of them. That's kind of an upper tier option. You got phone for Bluetooth, make calls through the radio, play your phone or iPod or whatever through there. The gauges look a lot cleaner. That was an update. Aesthetically very pleasing to me. As well as they carried some new stitching throughout the dash. You get a little space for a phone or some other smaller items. Just really like the whole dash, gauge, instrument cluster. Everything just feels a lot cleaner. All the shapes are a lot more geometric. The handles, the vents, all the pieces look and feel a lot better than the JK interior pieces. The wheel looks and feels really nice. Has some buttons on there, so you have quick and easy access to some of your functions. Sahara embroidered right into the leather seats. As far as the top goes, it has a bit of a texture that kind of matches the aesthetics of what's in the background of the Uconnect system as well as the gauges. So I think that looks and feels really cool. Now we'll head on to the back of the vehicle. We got some cup holders in that middle headrest. The vents are circular. That changed for this generation. The vents and that whole area is a little bit different. Like I said, I think the vehicle's a bit more comfy and cozy than the JK. I really like the 5-spoke wheels, big 5-spoke wheel guy, and they really updated that, as well as the LED taillights. I think they look a lot sharper than the old Wrangler. The backup camera is located in the center there of the fifth wheel, the spare. You can also take that piece off to access the spare tire. We'll open up the back here, take a look at the cargo area. They used to put the subwoofer right there on the bottom but they put it over on the right, the Alpine sub, for this implementation. I think that's a lot cleaner. It's kind of out of the way. I don't really know why they ever even put it in the bottom part there. It looks a lot better on the side. You got your floor mats here. Extra cargo area, quite a bit bigger bin than the old Wrangler, so you get a little bit more storage in the rear. All the seats fold down, as well as the pieces are painted rather than just covered in what was more of a cloth look and feel in the old Wrangler, so I think they classed it up. That looks a lot cleaner. Here we have information about the vehicle, the wheelbase, information about water fording that you may have seen in the commercial after during the Super Bowl, as well as a little bit more information about the vehicle itself, where it was manufactured and stuff. Here's the window sticker. The total price on this vehicle, MSRP, is in the $48,000 range. It's a little pricey, and I think there's been a little bit of complaints about the priciness of it, but they really did class up the interior. Everything's a lot better, so it really goes with the price. At Fury, we just started offering a lifetime powertrain warranty this month, so that's really exciting for our buyers who are buying vehicles that are newer or less than 80,000 miles. In this case, it's brand new. Media port, access to auxiliary input, micro USB, as well as a traditional USB input. The flap stays open, which is really nice, easy to access. Here we're looking at the user guide. Obviously it's brand new, so it hasn't even been opened yet. Got some new badging on the vehicle. Gonna head over to the front, check out the headlights, look under the hood, check out the 3.6 liter V6. A little bit different of a bumper. Really big fan of what they did with the bumper. The headlights are projector headlights now. So here's the Pentastar V6 that they're putting in the Wrangler. That's the only motor that I've seen in it so far. It seems to deliver the power. It's not really any different than the Wrangler JK Pentastar V6, but coupled with the 8-speed automatic transmission that they're putting in a lot of the vehicles, it's a lot more responsive. It shifts really well. It has a lot of pep during hard acceleration, and so I think that was a huge upgrade for me. I mentioned that in one of my other videos, how I really like the responsive acceleration. Also really love what they did with the headlights. Can't say enough about the lighting upgrade on the Wrangler JL. That's just made a huge difference for me, you know. It looks better, you know, you can see better at night driving down the road with the projector bulbs. Other people can see you better. They also did a little bit different thing here with the fender. They didn't have any fender lights on the JK Wrangler, so I think they just classed it up a little bit there as well. So overall, my general impression of the vehicle is I love it. I love the new JL. Some of my biggest gripes that I have and had about the JK Wrangler was the interior pieces seemed really plasticky. You know, everything just seemed really cheap and bare bones. And to the enthusiast or the Wrangler fanatic, that might not be a big deal. But for somebody who isn't a huge Wrangler guy like myself, the fact that the whole interior just felt way cheaper, and everything was just plastic. Most of it wasn't painted. I just really couldn't get on board with the JK Wrangler for those reasons, because I like luxury features. I like leather seats. I like power seats. I like, heated seats, heated wheel. And this specific Wrangler has all of those features. This vehicle has a little bit more legroom for me. I'm actually 6'7", and the old JK Wranglers, I think my knees were up against the dash, even with the seat all the way back. And so that was uncomfortable for me. And I think it has a little bit more room side to side. And then the JK was a little bit more narrow. Just so much better in every way than the JK Wrangler for me. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll keep coming at you with awesome content.